and we should be put that tight together and don't let anybody destroy us. You are white, if you're Mexican, if you're black, if you are weather, that doesn't matter. We are one. And that's what we have to remember. So we should be put our feelings, our beliefs, apart, and just be respectful, and just, if we are together, we can be better. If we are separated, we have to respect others, but we have to be one. So we come here to offer more than services, than just come and be here to work. No, we come to make better lives for every. Let's do our thing.
Because workers, labor, holds all power. But we have to organize in order to take it back. The moment that we all stop is the moment that none of this bullshit can continue. Because we as workers, as the working class, have all of the power. We just have to take it. So I want to put out a call out right now. We need to abolish ICE. This agency has existed for 23 years, and this country has existed for 227 years without it, and we will be just fine without this agency, because this social contract has been shredded. There is no way that they can ever come back from all of the horrible crimes against humanity that they are continuing to commit. Whether it is in detention centers, where we see the deaths of people like Parity Law, or in the streets where we see the deaths of Keith Porter Jr., the shooting of Julio Sosa Salas, Renee Good, Alex Preddy. The names continue to build, and these agents, whether they're Border Patrol, whether they're ICE, they all need to go. And the people that are in charge need to go too. Donald Trump, they all need to be impeached, prosecuted, and put in a cell so that they can atone for the crimes that they are committing against us right now. I want to speak for a moment about the case in Prairie Lane, Texas, because if you don't know about this case, you need to.
Closing. Rural hospitals and clinics are cutting services, and they're closing as well. Too often we're afraid to swim in or safely drink our water. And adding insult to injury, for the last decade, lawmakers in Congress in Des Moines have been promoting this trickle-down model of growth. It's never worked. Throw in a president who desperately wants to be a king, who says our economy is booming, that he single-handedly brought down grocery and gas prices, that our income is rising, investment is soaring, and inflation has been defeated. We say bullshit. What we have is an unsanctioned war in Iran, tariffs, a cruel campaign against immigrants, demeaning our veterans. Did you see them at that dignified? They're shrinking the safety net that helps people facing tough times, illness, injury, or job loss. Working people are feeling the strain. We are. And we can't forget the big bullshit bill signed into law last July and supported by every single one of Iowa's congressional delegation. While families are struggling, literally going hungry, billionaires are enjoying their tax breaks that came at the expense of us. The ACA Enhanced Premium Tax Credit helped over 100,000 Iowans afford health coverage through the ACA marketplace. Without those credits, nearly 50,000 will lose their coverage, and millions more are facing skyrocketing. These are our friends, our families, our neighbors, our seniors. Cuts to Medicaid will affect over 603,000 Iowans, 3 in 5 adults, 1 in 2 persons with disabilities, 2 in 5 children, and 1 in 3 pregnancies. And then there's the cuts to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which is so draconian and awful. You know, nearly 70,000 people in this congressional district alone rely on SNAP to feed their families. So is anyone here tired of hearing about waste, fraud, and abuse when it comes to helping our fellow citizens?
Proud, as we have always had, members of the labor movement who bring that experience with them from fighting those fights every day in their workplaces into the larger fight. But what we need, especially now, because the institutional labor movement is profoundly small, smaller than it has ever been since the Great Depression. 5% approximately of workers in the country as a whole are in unions. So only 5% of you likely have had that experience of fighting those daily battles for democracy in your workplaces. And I suspect that there's plenty of you who, because of the lack of experience, are suspicious. I mean, let's just talk. We are here to talk truth, folks, right? And so what that means is that, exactly, we need to bridge those things. We need the folks who have had those experiences fighting in the front lines every day to be engaged in these fights, and we need the folks who have never experienced the labor movement to get engaged themselves and or to fight with and alongside those folks who are doing those daily workplace battles. Because it's only through connecting those two things that we are going to be able to get ourselves out of it.
No ice, no treading on our voting rights, no crowns, no kings, no war, no ice, no treading on our voting rights, no crowns, no kings, no war, no ice, no treading on our voting rights, no crowns.